All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Brakateh Yahweh, Brakateh Yahweh Shai, Brakateh Yahweh, Brakateh Yahweh Shai, Brakateh Yahweh, Brakateh Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim La'abanawa Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Arakah Kwadash. It's the brother Malak coming back at you with this truth, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. I got this article here in Blacklisted News. It's called Hospitals and VA Clinics Use Xecan, all right, Xecan. Now I think it's Xecan, facial recognition and palm scanners to track patients. All right, now this is just nothing but another part, as you see it here. All right, hold on, brothers. As you see it here, and you probably can't see it, but there it is, right there. Okay, you see, this was published today. Actually, what's today's date? October 20th, 2020. So this was published today. So pretty much is they're about to make this society totally cashless, man. This is a global reset going on in front of these people's faces, and they really have no idea about what's really going on. Sooner or later, the cash is going to become irrelevant, as they're doing with certain places. When you go to certain stores or grocery stores, they say they're only accepting cards, or they're only accepting credit cards, or whatever the case may be. Eventually, it's going to all end up turning into cash, being cashless, right? Where you're going to have to go in with a scanner. There's going to be a scanner for your hand, a scanner for your forehead, all right? There's certain places that already have those things already in place, ready to go. You see, you got a lot of football stadiums that got facial recognition. You got a lot of football stadiums basketball stadiums, so on and so forth. Okay, you got all of these things going on. You see, so they about to, the elites I'm talking about, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the ones who truly control this society. All right, they're about to turn this place into a cashless society. Okay, as it states on the back of your dollar bill, a new world order, novelist order seclorium. Okay, a not coeptus. All right, crown our thing. What is it? Crown our plan with success. I think it is, or something to that nature. But pretty much is these things are all happening in front of these people's faces, and they have no idea. People have no idea what's going on. The only people that have any idea what's going on is the men who are teaching this truth. All right, the men who are teaching this truth. Okay, that's us. All right, so let's read on some of this article here. It says Massachusetts area hospitals and VA clinics have begun installing Xecan facial recognition cameras to identify and track patients. According to Xecan, they have been providing touchless clinic technology to hospitals and clinics for the last 10 years. What makes Xecan so unique in using compromised cancer patients and COVID-19 together to justify using facial recognition in hospitals? It says a recent Xecan press release reads like a story of how concerned they appear to be about the patient's well-being. It's all a lot. It's all mad. This ain't nothing but control right here. All right, this ain't nothing but control, and that's what the elites want. They want people that they can control. You see, that's why they got what you call the Georgia Guidestones, keep the population under 500 million people. All right, there's going to be a certain amount of people they're going to just kill off, man. All right, and they're already doing it to the fact of you can say through the food, all right, which is poisons, the air, poisons, the water, poisons, so on and so forth. It's all poisoned, man. Okay? It's all poison. They do these things on purpose. The things that they put into the foods, different chemicals and all of these things like that, which creates what? Death. All right? Sicknesses and so on and so forth. All right? Why you think everybody in this world has a damn illness, man? Isn't it not evident? Isn't it evident? You know? It says now the technology can help cancer patients feel more at ease. The Lord made medicines out of the earth. All right, so cancer, you can get cancer done away with using the herbs out of the earth. This is nothing but, the hospitals ain't nothing but a money maker, man. That's all it is. Nothing but a money maker. Okay? Nothing but money makers. It says COVID-19 by reducing, it says ease during treatment in the area of COVID-19 by reducing or eliminating their needs to physically interact with the facets of the treatment, of their treatment. This reduction or elimination of physical interaction with objects and surfaces which may harbor virus particles helps these patients avoid infection and improve their treatment experience. Because Xecan offers various means of touchless verification, patients can be verified with or without mask. Facial recognition will never help privacy-minded patients, all right, feel more at ease. Okay, it says if you or a family member have visited a hospital in the past 10 years, you cannot help but notice surveillance cameras and police officers reducing patients' interaction and objects or people will only improve Big Brother's appetite to ID and track everyone who enters a medical building. It says Xecan's selling point of using facial recognition to identify patients wearing masks appears to be targeted at hospital police departments. All right. It says, unfortunately, spying on hospital visitors and patients is nothing new. Mass General hospitals have been using brief cams or Sedex Pro since 2017. Xecan's Face ID. Right. So you got eye retina scans, you got facial recognition, you got all of these things like that. Show you in the movie Demolition Man, where it was an eye retina scan when he took the guy's eye out of his head and he put it up to the thing and it read his eye. Eye retina scan, facial recognition, break down your whole, know who you are and everything of that nature, man. All right. See, what they want to do is they want to put a RFID microchip in everybody. This is the whole plan. So it's a database system that's set up, all right? A database system that's set up, and it knows the things you like, the things, your medical records, all of your history, everything on that RFID microchip and in that database system. You see? And this is the point here. This is doing nothing but speaking about the RFID microchip. Now, on a side note, they just came out with this new iPhone Pro 12, right? Which introduces what? 5G. That's all it has. It's introducing what? 5G, right? Because you got these 5G towers that they putting up due to this whole coronavirus thing, or so to speak, whether the case may be or whether it may not be. But we know what the deal is. This is just another plan of Esau Edom, all right? Because see, the 5G makes things run super fast, extra radiation. That's why they was putting things like that. That's why they was doing the whole thing out in China. The whole thing out in many different other places, in England and all these other places. They running off this whole 5G towers. All right, but that's just another aspect. It's called the Internet of Things. Pretty much the Internet of Things, meaning all of it is all going to be controlled. All right, you can get onto one source by that RFID microchip. All right, you can use your computer, RFID microchip. You can use your phone, RFID microchip. Open your car with the RFID microchip. You can do so many things with that RFID microchip, right? The faster the technology, the higher the radiation is. You see, the higher the radiation is. But the point of it is, let's get back to this here. It says Xecan's Face ID is to claim that facial recognition has a distinct advantage of being hygienic. All right. It says automatic facial recognition has unique advantages in patient safety and clinic workflow improvement. Right what it is everything is done by phone. Everything is done by phone, right? And that's how they're going to eventually have it, where everything is going to be done by phone. Everything is going to be done by that way. Like you got virtual court hearings, you got virtual hospital meetings. All right, they're trying to stop people from interacting face to face. They're trying to cut all of that out. All of that is about to be cut out, and that's what they're going to do. Okay, and they're already doing it. They're just seeing how it's playing out. All right. It says had the advantages of not needing to have patients carry RFID cards. Right now, the RFID chip is going to be put inside of you. Those RFID cards they're talking about is these your credit cards and things of that nature. But that was just a step. That was just a step to see how many people is willing to take those things. If you're willing, they do things in increments, man. They start off small. They start off small, and then they see who's going to react to it, who's not going to react to it, and then that's how they progress. That's how they progress. Okay, and the next progression is complete RFID microchips. Aaron Russo already said this already. He already said that they want to chip mass amount of people. Okay, because what you people are nothing but sheeple. That's what they call you. They call you sheeple, useless eaters, man. You see? Okay? But the elites is not going to chip themselves. See, they're going to chip everybody else, but they ain't going to chip themselves because why? They're the ones who are controlling. See, they don't want to be put in a category to where they're controlled. They're the ones who are doing the controlling. You see what I'm saying? All right, so let's go here. Facial recognition uses visible light. It generates more reliable identification in small areas such as exam rooms and chemotherapy stations where RFID may have crosstalk concerns compared to other biometric systems. Right, because they're going to make this thing into a biometric system. America is going to go right into a biometric system. Okay? All right? Sooner or later, even the police force is going to have to take a chip to use their guns, all right, or their firearms, so to speak. Okay, if you watch closely in that movie Demolition Man, it shows you. If you watch closely, okay, all right, and as you can see, when Wesley Snipes took the weapon, he didn't know how to use the weapon at first. You see. But see, they didn't cryovac chip him, or they didn't put him in a cryovac chamber and chip him in that movie. But they got to Sylvester Stallone and they chipped him. You see? All right, it says compared to other biometric systems, facial recognition has a distinct advantage of hygienic, and touch-free operation. Much like Clear, who concerned in marketing facial recognition in airports and sports arenas. And I just mentioned that. See? Airports, sports arenas. It's all over. It's all over the place. Okay? It says it appears that Xecan's hygienic facial recognition is posed to be used by hospitals and clinics everywhere. Xecan's Face ID is specifically designed to be installed at the clinic's reception area, exam room, and treatment room. Their clinic situations drop-down menu reveals how they want to install Face ID in the hospital and radiotherapy, all right, or radiotherapy, chemotherapy, and emergency rooms. It says a 2018 Xecan press release shows how the company uses palm scanners, facial recognition, and RFID devices to track patients throughout a hospital or clinic. Another Xecan press release mentions that how world's leading hospitals have been using Xecan products to identify and track patients for 6 years. Smart RFID reception, patient and accessory verification, smart exam room, and patient tracking whiteboards. Xecan's products and services are used by some of the world's leading hospitals and medical centers. Customers include VA to Boston, Department of Veteran Affairs. Okay, it says Lehigh Hospital and Medical Center, Tufts University Schools of Medicine, Beth Israel Deaconess Hospital, and Plymouth Alliance of 21st Century. Okay. It says the way cancer clinics refer to Xecan might actually make one think that they really care about a patient's well-being instead of building a hospital worldwide biometric database for everyone. A breast cancer link and Lehigh Health Cancer Institute website refers to Xecan as a patient care and safety management system, and that's it. There is no mention of facial recognition or palm scanning patients. All right. Quotes like reveals especially what cancer clinics and hospitals are using Xecan for. The patient palm scanning technology of Xecan is a great way of observing the flow of department and mostly importantly patient safety. Palm scanning and technology eliminates any and all human error in identifying patients in treatment rooms. Also, the use of room RFID readers is a simple way of documentation of accessories. It says used for each patient's treatment. It is a great component for the patient safety all around. Okay. It says another healthcare identification firm called Imprivata. It says which also uses facial recognition and vein scanning to ID and track patients could give Xecan a run for their money. The last thing Americans need to have their hospitals turn into virtual prisons under the guise of COVID-19. Woo! See? And that's what I was just saying. I was just saying that. He just said it for me, though. But I said that earlier. Under the guises of COVID-19. Okay? It says, do veterans and cancer patients really want their palms and faces added to a national biometric patient database? Because that's what it is. The RFID microchip is nothing but an NFC microchip as well, near field communications. It's nothing but a national or a broad or a big database system, including and it includes your information and know who you are. And know the things you like, know your hospital records, know your criminal records, and so on and so forth. Okay, all of that is on there, man. Everything gets shipped over to that microchip. That's what they shipping over from. They're shipping over from paperwork to automatic, what you call everything is done virtually now. Okay, and that's what they're giving a taste of this world is. When you watch the movie I, Robot, when you watch the movie, there's another movie. What is it? With this guy, I forgot the name of the movie. But it shows you all of these things. Okay, all the cars driving themselves, like they got the Tesla out here, the Tesla. Okay, which all of that stuff, like all of these things like that, man. All right, they got bicycles according to this new, according under the 2030. All right, what you call, I forgot what that 2030 was. I gotta look it up again. I look it up, Lord willing, I'll do a video on it. All right, but pretty much let's get into the scriptures, because I'm done reading that article. Let's get into Revelation, the 13th chapter, and let's go right to the point. Revelation 13, and I'll start at 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Who had power to give life unto the image of the beast? The elites. The elites got the powers in their hands right now. On the left-hand side. See, the Most High deals on the left-hand side, and he deals on the right-hand side. You know? So these banking families, the Rothschilds, they all have the power. They all have the power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay? It says that the image of the beast should both speak. What is the image of the beast? The image is democracy and so on and so forth. All right? Things that are go against the things of the Most High. All right? It says the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right. Many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, that's when those concentration camps come into play. All right, people who are rebellion against this society. All right, you got the red list, you got blue list, you got the yellow list. The ones who are rebellious. Okay. who are rebellious against the society, the ones who speak the way that we speak out on the street corners, coming out of the Bible, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Thus saith the Bible. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because the Bible speaks about the times that we're living in right now. Okay? So let's read verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand. That mark right there is koragma. All right? In the right hand or in their foreheads. And then there's another scripture that says in their hands. So either hand don't even matter. You take the mark of the beast, you will be destroyed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You will be destroyed. Okay? You take this man's mark, you will be destroyed. Okay? Verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell. Right, because you ain't going to be able to buy or sell with cash real soon. Cash is going to be what you call irrelevant. All right? The new wave is going to be the RFID microchip. Okay? And they're going to use mass amount of people to produce this RFID microchip. If not, they already have. And they're doing it on a lower scale, but a lot of people don't even know that. Like Fat Joe, for an example. He has the RFID microchip. And he was showing it off on a video that he had. I don't remember what video it was, but I know I seen it. I ran across it. And he was pushing it. And there's some other celebrities that's pushing that same thing. Pushing the same narrative. Okay, like I said, the elite's not going to chip themselves, but they're going to chip everybody else who are under them, like your senators and your presidents and so on and so forth. They all going to be chipped, right? The legislature, all in the legislative, judicial branches, and all of them are going to be chipped if they want to keep their jobs. All right, the cops and all of them. Okay, CIA agents, all of them. Verse 17 again, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, saith he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Not going to be able to do nothing without that mark. You're going to be pretty much off the grid. All right? You're going to be pretty much off the grid. Okay, 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that haveth understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and the number of a man, and his number is 603 right, in perfection. 666. All right, which is imperfection. Okay? See? So, hey, you know what that, brothers? I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Marakah, Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and well, peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect, the Bayath, Dawadah, the House of David, Abba, Abba. Remember, I will take that microchip, or the Most High Yahweh will destroy you. Shalom.